What's up guys, welcome to today's YouTube video. Today we are going down to GameStop, and I haven't been to the GameStop in a while, and we went to the GameStop the other day and they were pretty stocked, all sorts of stuff, so I'm hoping another GameStop will be even crazier. So if you'd like to, make sure to smash the like button and hit the subscription, helps with the channel immensely. I'm obviously having a great time making all this content with you guys. Art shorts are going great. Streams, I've been loving playing The Last of Us. I really do love The Last of Us. It's probably my favorite game franchise. The show, not so much, but you know, I digress. We'll talk about that one day, but not in this video. But we're going down to GameStop. Hopefully we can find some pretty cool pops. Again, I've been finding a lot of One Piece stuff for my collection, and to be fair, it's pretty easy because of the fact that my One Piece collections are early on, so a lot of times you find those pops pretty easily, but I'd hope to get some more. I don't really know what they'd have, to be honest, at GameStop, so let's get down there and see what we can find ourselves. All right, I found Genya. We found Tengu. There's Tamari right there. I found Jigen, Tenten, Rin, that Madara Uchiha, Withered Chica, Makio, Tengen, Naruto, Kakashi, Neji, which we just picked up, Sean, Edward. Let's see, I do see the Joker back there if you want to see that. There's also like Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I see Ino. I found that Luffy, that Zoro, Whitebeard, Cell, Jiraiya, Nagato. Some of the Moana ones, also Elmo. They do have that Freddy we do need, which is kind of a cool one. Actually, I don't think this is the right one. This is the original one. This isn't the new Withered one, which I believe all of these are the others Withered Freddy. I found him. He's right there. There's also Tanjiro, Haganezka, and then down here there's like Liu Kang. Almost said Scorpion. There's Donatello. There's Metal Gear Solid, but a lot of cool pops. Obviously we go up, there's like Withered Big Mom, Zuko, Daki, a couple of those random ones, and then way up there there's this random. With that, let's go back to the house and show you what we did pick up. Alright guys, so now that we are back, I'm obviously going down to GameStop. Obviously we did stream Last of Us today, and we didn't find a lot. There was some cool stuff, but we did pick up something specific that I don't know if you guys saw in the footage. I kind of kept it just kind of like, I didn't talk about it because I thought it'd be really cool to show you guys. Obviously we didn't pick it because we didn't pick up too much. We're going to do a little more talking than we usually do about just kind of just some fun stuff. So obviously, if you guys want to know, we'll talk about real quickly about something that Funko talked about, which is basically that we're getting they're blaming tariffs, but basically Funko wanted to increase prices, and this is the perfect time for them to do that, which doesn't make any sense at all because of the factor that they've already been increasing prices on us, and this is just another way. Because basically yesterday they posted on a blog that basically, hey, you know, they said, oh, due to this, of the rising in prices of other products, we're actually going to be increasing the prices again. So just know if your Funko Pops end up going up a little bit more, just know it's Funko's, like, they're definitely the ones doing it this time. Which for me, kind of feels like a stretch because your figures are already going up in price, and you've done premiums and Pop Pluses and all this other crazy stuff that I don't understand why a common, I don't even have one. A basic character like those, the Thunderbolt Pops should be more than just $12, which is what they're at currently. I feel like once you go even higher, it's just not going to make sense because of the factor that people don't want to pay that much for a very basic figure. Like, we already were kind of hesitant with premiums and the Pop Pluses, but then the Pop Pluses have been really looking great. And so then it made like, okay, you know, if you're going to charge us more, at least we're getting a really cool looking figure. And now they're decided to change that completely again, and now we're just everything's going up in price. So I wouldn't doubt if you see a lot more Funko Pops going up in price and a lot more Funko Pops going to the discount section, because that's what happens with these Pops. People only want specific sets. One Piece, the very big stuff, you know, like I said, One Piece, Naruto, and not even all Naruto, just some of Naruto. And pretty much if it's not a cool character or the set or the character doesn't look great, they typically sit on the shelf. Because when I was at GameStop today, I didn't pick it up because obviously I picked something else up, but they had in the clearance section, they already have some of those, the new wave of Boruto. They have the Shikadai basically already on clearance, but there was nothing else for me to get the bargain of getting it. I think it's like buy one, get two free or something, but there was nothing there for me to pick up. So that's why I didn't grab it, but I probably will go back at some point and maybe get it if they put something else on the clearance section. But just if you guys are looking at those newer / older Boruto set, which basically is that new wave with like Mirai, and that's not even the newest wave, because a while back we talked about there was another wave coming out that had like Code, it had Ida, and things of that nature. But usually we talk about this in Funko News Fridays, but I just thought this was something we could talk about real quick because of the factor that it's insane that we're getting another price increase. And I get it, products go up in price, but come on, Funko. Especially because even after the prices do, because the whole goal is they're going to go up and then go back down. That's the whole goal. If I already know Funko, they're probably just going to go up, stop there, and then never tell us about it, never give us a reason why we can't go back down in price. It's just another way for Funko to make money, basically. And I don't know, maybe they will in the future see that their prices can come back down and maybe we can start getting cheaper figures again. Who knows what's going to happen there, but they did just recently say that. And at the same time, that talks about exactly with them doing that whole new certain collectibles are going to be certain amounts of pieces and cost a certain amount. And that metallic Genya did just drop. I think was it yesterday or something like that. So if you wanted to obviously collect that, you could, which is absolute insanity. Again, $40 for a metallic Genya does not anywhere. I don't know. And again, I don't even know if it sold out because I was just like very just absurd because I'm like, why? I don't understand the price. There should be no reason that a metallic Genya costs $40. Absolute insanity. But let's just get back off the ranting a little. Let's talk about the pop we did pick up at GameStop. And this is a really cool one. I decided to grab it because you guys know with GameStop, I got to talk about this, GameStop exclusives, especially being One Piece, they sell out pretty quickly. And obviously the thing we picked up was going to be the King versus Law moment right there. Super, super cool. This is a GameStop exclusive. I had some points saved, and I had points, and then I had obviously my monthly coupon. So I said, you know what, let's just go for it and get it. Such a great looking moment. They went out of the ballpark here. I remember when this came out, people were upset with the eye, I believe it was. And I don't remember why, because I think in the show there's a reason that people were complaining, but it basically is green. It looks super cool, and yeah, it looks obviously absolute insanity. They definitely threw this one out of the ballpark. For being that we don't have that many One Piece moments, because I think the only other one we have is Luffy with the Dung Dung Dugongs, which is those little like guys from Alabasta. I think that's the only other One Piece moment we might have. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I try to keep up with certain moments, then other moments I just kind of, because I feel like moments are going kind of crazy, especially like AOT, and I was not happy with any of the moments, because it was like, I got the ones, the couple anyways, that were like on sale, because if you guys look up there, I basically have the Aaron and Zeke moment, which was from Hot Topic, and then it went on clearance for like $7, so I ended up grabbing it. The only other moment I have besides this one now is I do have that. So actually, I have a couple moments actually, but I have the Sasuke versus Naruto. That was the very first one I ever picked up, the GameStop exclusive one, which was at the time was selling out. And I guess they had a restock when I very first started collecting, and I went to a GameStop and I saw it, and I was like, dude, that's awesome. And I wanted it. It looked great, so obviously I did grab it. I do have a Yuji Itadori and the Curse Doll moment from Hot Topic. I also picked up the, the Demon Slayer one of Tanjiro and Nezuko from obviously Hot Topic. A lot of them are basically the Hot Topic. However, I never picked up like some of the newer ones, and obviously I probably should. It's just I just haven't. I just never really have found a good time to pick them up. But this one, super, super cool. I'm glad I was able to get it. And something that's crazy is I like that like these ones, they're not that they're pretty affordable honestly. But if you go over to like Target, dude, Target tries to gouge you like crazy because it's just insanity. Target wants to charge like $45 for those things, which is absolute just bonkers. Again, and you would think with being the Target ones being a lot less cooler and they're very basic that they'd be different, but for some reason Target charges like an extra $10 for their stuff. It's crazy. But again, if you guys have a close up of it, but I'll just show it back in box real quick. It actually looks super, super cool. And I'm glad I was able to get this one. This is one of the few One Piece moments there are. I know there's, like I said, that Luffy one. I don't think there's any other moments I can think of off the top of my head. But that is the only thing I did pick up today. I could have got Withered Freddy, but I decided to go for the moment because, again, it's One Piece. I'm obviously going to continue watching, and I'll get to the point where I actually watch this fight scene, and then I'll probably think this moment's even cooler. But I did want to pick it up because you know how GameStop is. Those things sell out super quick, and then you'll probably never see this moment again, and except for people selling it for like $50 and beyond. That does conclude today's video. We always, like I said at the very beginning, we did stream The Last of Us already today. We're going really well through the game. Obviously, we're going for the Platinum Trophy, and then once that finishes, I'll put a poll up and see if you guys want to see another game series, or if you guys want to see me just go play Part 2. That's up to you guys, though, because, again, and then maybe it's also kind of up to me, too, because if I decide that I'm like, you know what, I'm going to just play it, then obviously I decide, as the YouTuber, I can make the choices. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a really cool art short. Peace.